Hello and welcome back to the Matrix Green Pill podcast. I'm Hilmarie Hutchison, and today I am so looking forward to speaking to three wonderful guests, Mika, Savvy, and Karen. They are members of the core team behind the charity organization called Birthday Bliss. The organization works hard to bring joy to children and hardworking laborers through unforgettable birthday celebrations. Their dedication to spreading hope and happiness, particularly to those facing financial hardship, is truly inspiring. Mika, Karen, and Savvy, welcome and thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having us. Thank you for having Birthday Bliss on this podcast.
So let's start off with Mama Mika. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your journey into organizing events and where it all began?
My real name actually is Iris Maria, but most of the people call me Mommy Mika. It's a screen name that we have created when we started doing charitable work in the community. And when we started Birthday Bliss, I am the founder of Birthday Bliss and Events for Change UAE. And when we started Birthday Bliss, it was only 5 people who were delivering free birthdays all over UAE for 20 to 25 birthdays a day. When we created the community, all we wanted to reach were the families who were facing financial difficulties and cannot afford to celebrate birthdays of their children. And then it sparked into a community and a family that we had been with for almost 5 years. The community that we have now has delivered more than 5,700 birthdays, not only in the Emirates, but as well as different parts of the world.
Absolutely incredible. So from starting from 5 people to supporting your initiative to having grown to delivering that many birthdays is fantastic. Congratulations and well done on that. Let's turn to Karen. Karen, tell our audience a little bit about you and then also what inspired you to venture into charity work.
All right. So my name is Karen. Hi, everybody. I am a mother and wife. I am an office manager. That's my full-time job in a PR company, part-time entrepreneur, and I'm also a part-time instructor in a Filipino academy. The question is what inspired me to venture into charity work? I think I realized that it's not actually a work. So charity is part of my life. It's an obligation to do, but it's a part of me and my life. The most rewarding part is turning on somebody else's flame to do charity, for them to reciprocate. And hearing somebody else say, I wanted to do that too, or I wanted to chip in, I wanted to help too, because that's the main goal, to create a community of helping hands, because together we can do more.
Fantastic. So let's talk to Savvy. Can you tell our audience a little bit about your background and what you do?
Hi, I'm hotelier all day. I'm a mother and a wife as well. I come from Indonesia. The reason why charity is very important in our life, I think it's more into like a domino effect. When you do something good, it will actually coming back to you. And it's always good to, you spread a little happiness and along the way, somebody else spread the happiness as well. During the pandemic, I think that was hit me the most during the COVID time when I saw there's a lot of people who lose the job, even for a simple cake that they could just purchase from any supermarket, they were not able to buy it because that was not the priority. Well, many of us was so blessed to still keep our job. And then we met, Birthday Bliss was invented. It's addictive, to help. And we couldn't stop.
As the saying is, as the Bible says, right? There's more happiness in giving than in receiving.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's come back to Mika. Mika, just for our audience who might not have heard the first podcast we did with you, what inspired you to start Birthday Bliss? I know that we did sort of touch on it as well. What was it that helped you, or what was it that sparked your desire to start this, and how did you start it?
Well, mainly it's because of my personal experiences and that craving to instill the values of charity and giving to my children and the desire to make a meaningful difference in this society. So those are the things that really made that drive in me to be able to spread the joy and happiness through our community Birthday Bliss, because it all started during the pandemic and we witnessed the pandemic inequality in terms of income, financial financial situation of different families and their need to provide to their children. This kind of experiences that we have encountered during the pandemic inspired us to do more, not only limiting ourselves to provide free birthday celebrations, but providing and recognizing the silent heroes in the community, recognizing those children in the refugee camps, giving joy and this sense of community to those children who are in the orphanages. So these are the things that had an impact, or I may say that it has a great impact on how we run this community and how we able to share that particular joy to each and every beneficiary of the organization.
There's no doubt that what you are doing is having an impact. Mommy Mika, can you tell us about how big is the organization now? How many volunteers do you have? Because 5,700 birthdays, that's a lot of work. How many people support you on this venture?
We always say that the pillars of the community are the volunteers. They're the heart and soul of the organization. So as of today, we have about 10 partner charity foundations in different parts of Africa, Asia, and Middle East. Facebook community has about 5,000 members. So that's how big the community is now. From 5 people who started all this, now with more than 5,000 community members.
Wow, that's incredible. That must take a lot of organizing, a lot of time to make sure that all the different parts work together. Who is the one who makes sure that all the different parts is functioning?
Savi, maybe you can answer that one.
It takes a village, I guess. At the beginning, it was just much more simple, I guess, when there was only 5 of us. But then when we realized that it's a lot of people are participating and want to be involved in this beautiful gesture that we have, everything ran very smoothly. If you put asking, we have a birthday celebration, for example, in Achman, and who will be able to come with us? And you're not going to believe it, Hilmarie, but there is like hundreds of people who just going to say, yeah, we'll make time to go to Achman with you guys. The organization at the end, it just comes from us, the core, to ensure that we receive the gift. We truly fetch the family who really in need. We're asking them, obviously, a supporting document as well as a proof that there is a financial difficulty. We check the family. We ensure that this is a genuine family in need. The gift, the wrapping, volunteer that we have, maybe Mommy Mika did not mention yet, but we do have a volunteer starting from 4 years old. It's a beautiful dance, I believe.
We even have a 2-year-old volunteer who's, organizing the toys at the storage or packing the donations going to different parts of Africa and Middle East. Because as of now, we have a support coming from DHL, wherein they sponsor our shipment to our partner charity organizations. So most of the volunteers monthly were really busy packing and segregating and making sure that every toy or every gift that we send are really in good condition and working condition. Then it will put really a big smile to those little faces, whoever will receive those gifts.
I love that. Even teaching very young, setting the example and helping them enjoy the benefit of giving to others, even from a young age of even 2 and 4. I love that. Karen, someone who juggles multiple roles, you're an office manager, charity co-founder, part-time instructor. How do you stay organized and focused?
Because I'm surrounded with a magnificent, a very beautiful support system. Of course, my husband, my life coach, my boss, and of course, my circle of friends who have the same vision as mine, Mika, Savi, the core team. That's the secret.
Savi, how about you? How do you manage to balance your demanding career in hospitality with being a mother, a wife, and then having time to support charity work?
At the end, it's juggling your balls. There was one article that I read because, hospitality, I think the same with your field as well. It's more like a customer service. It's more like a relationship. It's a very dynamic, demanding job, and it requires skills and personalized touch. What I always try to do, Hilmarie, I try to juggling my balls by I pick up the right balls at the right moment. Sometimes I have to drop the other ball to be able to focus in one. When I'm at work, my 1000% must be at work because I have a support system at home. My kids are surrounded by the people who love them. So I know when I am at work, they're in the good hand. But on the weekend, I have to pick up another ball. When I'm at home, my focus is the kids and my husband. But sometimes, to be honest, I have to sacrifice one ball to be able to get focused in the other one. I just cannot do it all at the one go. Yeah.
So you both also mentioned having to be organized, but also sometimes make difficult decisions about what is the priority at that moment. I want to ask you a similar question, Mika. I know you're the mom of 3 children, one of them with autism. How do you balance the emotional demands of helping family in need with your personal life and responsibilities?
Well, everybody knows that I'm also an autism mom. I have a 5-year-old boy who is nonverbal and he has autism, and every day is a struggle for me and for the whole family. So I think balancing the emotional demands of, helping these families in need with our personal lives and responsibilities is really challenging. But as a mother and the founder of this community, I always set clear boundaries. I always establish limits by, defining clear dedicated hours for Birthday Bliss or for events for change. Because if I don't set that clear boundary, I will just mess up everything. I am not a superwoman who can balance everything in one time. So I always set clear boundaries and dedicate a particular time when I should do a particular responsibility with Birthday Bliss, with events for change, or even with my family. You should always be mindful of not only carrying every time you hear a story of one family who is struggling or asking for help, you should always also put that emotional weight out once you're out of the conversation. Because once you bring that weight to the family, it will also affect your children and your husband. Setting clear boundaries really have a great role in managing your life, your advocacy, your work, and your personal goals.
I think that makes absolute sense to have those clear boundaries. I think it must be pretty difficult sometimes to enforce that, but to understand where the limits are, I think must be very helpful. So I have a question I'd like to ask all 3 of you, so we can decide who goes first on this one. But you've had 4 years of working with families in need, providing fantastic birthdays for them. Could you share a memorable moment or a story from your work with Birthday Bliss that has deeply impacted you?
I can go first if everybody's fine. I think Mommy Mika and Karen will always remember this story because I always bring this story back, even though it's already happened 4 years back. We were delivering a birthday present for a 7-year-old boy. The mother is a housemate. She doesn't have a job during the COVID, and the husband also lost the job. We met them. I delivered the birthday kit. At that time, there was only still 5 of us. And I took my 4-year-old and my 5-year-old to deliver the birthday kid. When we were there, I have a goosebump now while we were talking about it. The boy decided to remove half of the toys and share it with my kids. And he said, because this is my birthday and you have been giving me too much of a gift, I want to share it with you. Hilmarie, that was a really eye-opener for me that I shouldn't stop no matter what. I think none of us want to stop. Even now talking about it, I feel very emotional.
To appreciate what you've given him and then wanting to share that back to the other kids, that is truly a testimony and something that could certainly move you. I can see why it's something that you would remember. Thank you for that experience, Savi. Now we've got Mika or Karen. Who wants to go next?
Actually, there were lots of memorable stories since we were really engaging directly to these families. Particular one that we have just experienced early last year. We came to a post of a mother who has a child with cancer and asking for a birthday celebration for her child. The name of the child was Armina. She was 3 years old. The family actually is not on the category that a family in need because the family had a small business. But then the mother just posted in one of the social media platform that they wanted to make the child happy on her birthday. And somebody tagged us Birthday Bliss, and we just commented and we communicated with the mom. And that time we were still thinking what kind of birthday celebration we could give to the child, since the child has restrictions on going out or seeing other people because of her condition. So we just organized people who came with us with in a superhero costumes and with the Minnie and Mickey Mouse mascot. We had cakes, fruits, and lots of gifts. We went to their house. We surprised the child by singing a happy birthday with all the favorite superheroes that she really loved. And after that, maybe 3 or 4 months, the mom messaged me and told me that Mika, Armina passed away last month. And we just wanted to thank you and the Birthday Bliss team for making her last birthday a very memorable one, because while she was at the hospital, she was still talking about the best birthday with the superheroes, with Minnie and Mickey, and with all the heartwarming and beautiful people in that surprise birthday celebration. So this kind of experiences and this type of birthday celebrations really fueled our hearts to do more, not only to those families in need, but those kids who really are deserving to have the best birthday. Well, each child deserves a birthday, but we always value the sense of community, and we value each child that they will be recognized on that special day. So I think that one is really the experience that had really a great impact on me and with my family.
Wow, what a beautiful experience to have contributed this to a little girl like that. That one of her last best memories was to have that birthday. Fantastic. Now, Karen, we have you left on this one, right?
Yeah, so true. I agree with Mommy Mika that there are really lots of memorable experience that the Birthday Bliss gave us. So my answer would be a bit different because I'm a results driven person. I'd like to focus more on the impact that the Birthday Bliss has given to the community. Since we're doing this charity work for like years now, and people and friends are seeing the result of what we're doing. Now we have families and friends who opted not to celebrate grand birthdays, but instead they sponsor birthdays for kids in need. These small and maybe sound small, but these effects are really rewarding, and I feel it's very impactful to the community.
Excellent to see how others are supporting in their own way. If that means giving up their own birthday so that they can donate that money to somebody in real need to have a birthday, that's also fantastic. A beautiful experience. Thank you for sharing that. Now, we like to leave our audience with some lessons from your experiences, from your life. Savi, maybe we can start with you. Could you share a challenge that you faced in your career? Can be, doesn't matter which part of it, whether it's as the hotelier, whether that is being part of Birthday Bliss. Any challenge that you faced and how you've overcome it while balancing your personal life?
Sometimes, in a very honest and a very transparent point of view now I can be overlooked and being underestimated by being a female leader, especially in the industry where it's demanding of long hours. And the fact that I'm actually a mom of 2 young kids when I climb up my ladder, it's quite challenging. There's always an eyesight saying that, don't you supposed to be home at 6 p.m. to see your family or to be for dinner time? But then at the end, I realized I have to embrace my uniqueness as well as a mom and as well as a hotelier. Why I cannot be both, isn't it? Why we have to be labeled in one point only. I'm very lucky and blessed as well when I climb from my middle management all the way to where I am now, which is like I'm a director of rooms for Accor Hotel. I'm taking care of 3 hotel brands currently. I have a mentors, which is a father, a mother, a wife, a husband who truly believe you need to embrace your uniqueness. You need to show your empathy, your compassionate as well to be able to success. So that was the challenge that, thanks God, I obstacle it. I'm very focal in believing you can do everything at the same time. And I'm really thankful for your time as well, Hilmarie, to let us speak up about who we are as a person. And, at the end of the day, we're all just a normal person person who came to Dubai with the dreams to be better. And look at us, instead of just focusing in ourselves, we also able to help our surroundings. So really thankful for you to give us this platform as well, to share our opinion and voice.
Well, that's the point of it. We love that. We love being able to give people that opportunity. So we're all giving in our different ways. And thank you for sharing the challenges that you have. And I love what you said. You don't have to choose one over the other. Why did you have a label? You can be all those different things you want to accomplish. And you have achieved so much already in your life.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Karen, what advice would you give to someone looking to pursue a career in diverse industries and interests as you have?
The best advice for me would be just think that life is short. Just do it. Just keep being hungry to learn and do new things because it will really take you to many interesting places and learnings.
I love that. Have a hunger to learn. Never stop learning. There's never a time when we know everything. So I think that's excellent advice. Have a hunger, a yearning to learn. That helps us to keep on growing. Mika, my question to you is a little bit more targeted, a little bit more specific. When our audience listens to this podcast and appreciate the work and the level of work that you are doing through Birthday Bliss, they are going to think, how can we help? Can you maybe share with our audience some of the different ways they can support this initiative?
There are lots of ways to be part of Birthday Bliss. One is you can share your time with us by, wrapping the gifts and being part of the community and share your insights on how to improve more our birthday celebrations and other celebrations that we do, not only with the families, but at the labor camps. We also advocate sustainability here. So we accept pre-loved good condition toys. So instead, those toys that your kids are not anymore playing and still in good condition, that you can you can pass it to another child wherein they can enjoy it. We accept those toys and repurpose them as birthday gifts. You can share that toy to the community. You can donate. Instead of going to the landfill or throwing it away, then we are happy to receive those toys and give it a second home. 3 is that you are welcome to participate in every birthday celebration that we have with the families or at the labor camps. We always tell our volunteers to interact with the families and to interact and build friendship and relationship at the labor camps where the silent heroes of this community are. It is not only promoting, by recognizing them, but we wanted to build friendship. You can also be part of the community by, if you're a baker, you can sponsor a cake to a birthday celebrant. Or if you are a balloon artist, you can come and say, I want to volunteer and I will make the venue a nicer venue by creating those balloon decorations. Or you can even give us wrapping papers that we could use in wrapping the gifts that we have. So those are the simple things that you can do or you can get involved with the community.
That's excellent. And again, from just hearing the options that's available, you don't have to have tons of money to support. You can support your time. You can be a young person. You can be an older person. The opportunity to give and support charity is there for everybody. You all three said in the beginning, the benefit, the joy that you get from giving is fantastic. So it's something I would definitely encourage our audience to do. If you're not supporting any kind of charity now, maybe this is one to consider because it's going to make the lives of young children so much better to enjoy that birthday that they get given. Now we have come to the segment of our show where I'll ask you some rapid fire questions, our version of a game show. Are you ready?
Yeah.
So each of you can answer this. We'll just take it real fast. Sunrise or sunset? Savvy.
Sunrise.
Mika.
Sunrise.
And Karen?
100% sunrise.
Okay, chocolate or vanilla? Mika.
Chocolate.
Chocolate for sure.
Chocolate for Savvy. Okay, very good. What is your favorite or your go-to comfort food, Karen?
Nuts.
Wow, Mika?
Chips.
Chips. Okay, and Savvy?
Sushi.
Wow, okay, excellent. What is one thing that you do every day, no matter how busy you get? We start with Savvy this time.
Read a book. It's my window to just zoom out from everything. I always read a book no matter how busy I am.
Brilliant. Karen?
Drink water, stay hydrated, look after myself, always.
Excellent. And Mika?
As an autism mom, I always make sure that I will have time to read the notebook of my son, wherein I could what the improvements or what are the things that you have done in a day at the therapy center. So that one I could not take out from my system every day.
Lovely. Well, thank you for playing along. That was easy enough. Now, before we wrap up, we'd like to do our green pill moment. And we'll start with Karen. What green pill advice would you give to your younger self?
Hi, younger Karen. You are in the right track. You did it so well and you are going to do well. So stop overthinking. There will be many surprises, challenges, trials that you will encounter, but you will also meet lots of wonderful people that will help you equip to face all of those. So don't worry.
Thank you so much. And Savi, how about you? What green pill advice would you give to your younger self?
This is very emotional. I'm going to say thank you for always taking the risks. Thank you for always be bold and be different, despite the fact that many things that you will not be able to be who you are now. But yes, along the way, so many mistakes, so many failures, so many obstacles, so many tears, but you did it and you still have a long way to go, but you did it. So thank you for jumping in and being bold.
Very good. And Mika, we'll ask a different question. Could you share an inspiring or life-changing experience that you have gone through, your green pill moment?
Well, becoming a parent is a transformative experience for each and every one of us. For a parent of a child with autism and a parent of a teenager and a toddler, well, that kindness is sparked that fuel this heart and soul to, spread kindness through Birthday Bliss. As a parent of a child with autism, it often brings that unique challenges and, insights and rewards that can profoundly change one's perspective on life. I think becoming a parent is one of those experiences that I can say that helped me to understand more the world, the community, and the sense of belongingness in one community. Yeah, the advocacy and strength, that finding joy in small victories that we encounter each day, being an autism family. So those are the experiences that we encounter day by day.
Thank you so much for sharing that. And you're absolutely right. Becoming a parent changes your whole perspective, your whole view on life, your whole view on everything, because the focus now becomes away from you and to that child or those children. And I love that you said the importance of kindness with that as well. So thank you all three for being here today and sharing your fantastic stories. You are all so inspiring. I'm so sure our listeners are going to be inspired by your stories and also the advice that you've said. Before we say goodbye, could you please tell our audience where they can find and follow you? And we'll also put this in the show notes.
If you want to volunteer or you're a family in need, can't afford to celebrate your child's birthday, you can get in touch with us through Instagram. Our Instagram is Birthday Bliss UAE. And you can also join our Facebook community, which is Birthday Bliss UAE. You can also email us at birthdayblissUAE@gmail.com.
Excellent. Thank you so much. And I hope that our audience will reach out and support this fantastic charity that you have. Thank you again. I so enjoyed this conversation and I wish you all and Birthday Bliss all the very best.
Thank you.
Thank you, Hilmarie. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for everyone who's listening to us. Thank you.
If you enjoy our conversations, please like and subscribe. See you next Wednesday.